Try the newest, cheapest, and fastest delivery na express sa service. Introducing Moto Express PH. You can now leave your shopping and delivery needs with us without much exposure and interaction to people outside. Mapa-grocery items, medicines, foods, and other essentials and halal-certified products, kami na ang mamimili at maghahatid sa'yo. Sinisigurado na ligtas, in good and quality condition ang mga pabili o orders sa delivery service na iyong i-avail. Para sa maayos at mabilis na delivery at order mo, ipamoto mo na. Download Moto Express PH app through Google Play that is built to deliver beyond your expectation. Tara na dito sa Moto Express. Dahil moto mo to.
Sa panahong marami sa atin ay biktima ng pandemya. Sa simpleng paraan, paano tayo makakapaghatid ng saya? Opo. Ano po, meron po akong delivery sa inyo? Magandang ano po. Pinapunta po ako ni Mariel dito. Kayo po ba si Chape? Opo, meron pong pinadala si Mariel na order po ninyo. Ito po yung order nyo. Tapos, ito po yung regalo po niya sa inyo.
Ay, thank you. Thank you.
Opo, pwede pong papirmahan po lang po dito.
Pwede.
Opo.
Ito ang mga
Opo, maraming salamat daw po sa lagi niyong pag-order sa
Pwede kayo na lang pumirma, parang autograph.
Maraming salamat.
Ay, sabi ko na ba?
Opo, lagi po kayong umu-order daw po sa kanya.
Actually, nag-start lang ako ng Father's Day and then nagustuhan ng mga anak ko.
Opo.
So, sinundan ko na. Pero sa this time, syempre, ang paborito ni Robin ang salpikaw at kapa ni Lord.
Opo, dito lang po, pakipirmahan lang po dito. Opo.
Dito lang po?
Opo, opo. Yan, opo.
Picture?
Opo, picture po tayo. Ako din po, magpipicture din po ako para proof ng ng delivery po. Tataas ko lang po ito. Opo. Ako na po ma'am, para hindi po kayo mabigatan. Yan po. Yan. Maraming salamat po ma'am sa pagtangkilik niyo po kay Mariel. Opo.
Lagi ko akong mo-order nito, basta kuya ang magbibigay.
Yes ma'am, opo. Maraming salamat po. Salamat po. Ulitin po ma'am, salamat po.
Thank you po.
Tawagan ko lang po si Mariel para makausap niyo.
Sige po.
Hello, babe. Ito na, na-deliver ko na kay Ma'am Cha. Ito na si Ma'am Cha.
Napakagandang surprise. Thank you po. Ay, thank you po. Mauulit po. Thank you po. Thank you din po. Thank you po sa gift. Thank you po.
Okay pa.
Yes. Yes, thank you rin po. Thank you po.
Salamat po, ma'am. Salamat po. Salamat po. Thank you po. Enjoy po. Thank you po. Sa pamamagitan ng dekalidad na serbisyo, hangad ng Moto Express na makapaghatid ng ngiti sa bawat Pilipino. Tara na!
Are you craving for some milk tea and donuts but you're watching your diet? Good news! You can now enjoy a healthier and superbly delicious keto milk tea and donuts here at Winkle Milk Tea and Winkle Donut. Has fewer calories, so it's good for the health and diet conscious and controlling weight. Why choose Winkle Milk Tea and Winkle Donut? The first halal certified milk Winkle Teas and Winkle Donut in the Philippines. The first healthy keto milk tea franchise in the Philippines. FDA approved. Uniquely infused milk tea flavors with high quality ingredients and premium taste. And if you want a healthy and refreshing franchise opportunity, a competitive healthy blended milk tea and donut franchise awaits you. We have business opportunity options you can choose from. Online seller, micro franchise, unit franchise, master franchise, international franchise. Order via our Facebook page, Winkle Tea and Winkle Donut, or contact 0995-551-4380 to experience this happiness in a box with your favorite Winkle Milk Tea and Winkle Donut.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to teach you on how to register in our platform. Firstly, you need to click www.ejasmine.com. This is how our platform interface looks like once you click www.ejasmine.com. As you can see, on the top right corner, click the login or register button. You will see two options, which is login button and register button. If you already have an account, just simply fill in your details. But if you does not have an account, click the register button and fill in your details requirement. If you are interested for becoming a vendor, you can click become a vendor button below. For vendor registration, you need to complete the details requirement. If you have halal certificate, you need to upload it on this section. Last but not least, once you have completed all the detail requirements, just click the register button. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome once again in Ask the Marketing Sensei by Jerry Yao. I am Nick Sator Jr. who will be filling up in the Marketing Sensei just for today. We are live at Global Pinas TV 168, YouTube, Bounce Back Network, Facebook page, and affiliate channels worldwide. Sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin dyan, magandang umaga, hapon at gabi as we are viewed on different time zones. Ang daming nangyari no na in March 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic hit the Philippines. It caused illness, death, widespread of economic devastation. Maraming mga negosyo ang nagsara. No? Today in Ask the Marketing Sensei, we will be joined by Mark Dennis Uyako, a strategic consultant who will share 5 business strategies to cope up this pandemic. Ayan, matuto tayo kay Mark kung paano nga ba? How can we bounce back from this new normal na tinatawag natin? And later, we have a special guest who will discuss about green energy. Yan. Mark, good morning. Yan, pasok ka na Mark. No? Ang hirap ngayon, ang daming mga negosyong nagsara. Ang daming mga negosyante ang nawalan. No? Ng pagkakataon. Yan. Mark, good morning. Mark Dennis Uyako, we are being viewed all over the world and also in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. We are live no sa YouTube, sa ating Facebook pages, and other affiliate channels. Ayan. Mark, so batiin mo naman muna ang ating mga viewers.
Nako, magandang umaga sa lahat ng mga viewers and yung mga taga-subaybay ng Ask the Marketing. So, well, basically, good morning and good evening. Kasi since we're all over the world,
Yes,
so
yes, tama
yeah,
ka dyan.
it's a very humbling opportunity to everyone share kung ano man yung mga na experience natin bilang mga negosyante as well as yung mga mismong pangkaraniwang mamamayan na up until now, meron pa rin pinagdadaan ng crisis dahil ngayon dito sa pandemic crisis. So, yeah, like I said, in other speaking engagement na ginagawa ko, talagang we really need to cope up with the current situation ngayon. Kasi iba na magiging iba na
Yes,
yung
tama.
business model na ginagawa natin. So that's why we really have to understand that there will be a new normal na tinatawag ng ika nga. So, yun yung ano natin, yung kailangan nating
Oo.
parang i-cope up para hindi tayo magka-problem or eventually malose yung mga businesses na sayang naman kung hindi siya magso-survive during this pandemic.
Ayun kasi, di ba, Sir Mark, no? Yung mga marketing strategies nung pre-pandemic, hindi na applicable yung karamihan ngayon because of this
Yes.
new normal na tinatawag natin. Tama ba, sir?
Yes, tama. Kasi during that time, that model is being used for the past 40, 50 years na hindi pa
Yes.
naman nagkaroon ng ganitong klaseng pandemic. Ang last na parang global event na that catastrophic event is World War II. But unfortunately, since after the recovery after the war, so many mga business principles, mga business strategies, marketing strategies na lahat na formulate kasi the economy, the economic situation, the global
Situations,
economic
yes.
situation is stable. Walang wars, walang any mga events na that will really halt any economic activities in your specific countries or all over the world. So ngayon,
Samantala
ganun
ngayon,
yung
sir, no,
nangyari
yung
ngayon.
ganito, pandemic,
Yeah,
talagang it hampered all of the growth, economic growth, no, our transportation, mobilization. So from business
mhm.
logistics, ang dami talaga, no, ang dami. So ngayon, mga viewers natin, let us hear from as our strategic consultant, Mark Dennis Uyako, sa kanyang ano ba to, sir, no? 5 marketing strategies to cope up with the new normal. Tama po ba?
Yes, so ano lang naman
Yan.
'to, this is tips for entrepreneurs that
Aha.
will help at least makapag-cope up kayo during the pandemic. This is 5 strategies that I would like to share. Ang maganda dito, para at least mas relatable na sa ano natin, sa discussions natin, I'm gonna share to you yung exact na ginawa ko naman bilang negosyante rin. Kasi since yung
Oo.
mga marketing strategy na yun is yung mga strategic business strategies na I'll share to you later, it ano naman, it conforms with the new normal. Actually, I also conducted research. It's almost the same what DTI is also advocating for
Yes,
those
yes.
businesses, MSMEs that are currently struggling during this crisis. So yun,
Ayun.
let me
So,
share to you my
Sir Mark,
yeah.
baka pwedeng tanong ko muna, no? Kasi pwede
Yes.
mo bang i-share muna before yung screen mo? Can you share
Okay.
muna yung mga businesses mo or what you do, no?
Mm.
Previously para sa ating
Well,
mga viewers.
yeah. Right now, I'm also into food industry. So I'm part of the franchise group that caters the Kuru Kuru Crofol, and as well as I'm into trading. Then I do a lot of consulting, strategic consulting engagement with different businesses. Specifically, karamihan nga mga family owned kasi nga 90% of businesses here are family run companies. So, yung mga businesses na yon were literally impacted. Kaya kailangan tulungan natin. And as well as for me as an entrepreneur, I have to pivot myself kasi syempre during the pandemic, yung food company ko literally talaga nagkaroon ng problem, and some of my production closed down. But ngayon, bilang and syempre entrepreneur, kailangan you find solution. Pinivot ko para
Ayan.
ma-mitigate yung risk ko sa mga
Yes,
ginagawa
yes.
kong mga ventures. So, yun yung current na mga endeavors na ginagawa ko.
Ayun. So, yan mga viewers, no, nag-message rin si AJ Lopez, no? Sabi ni AJ, Sir Mark, Sir Nick, good morning. Ayan. Okay, so mag-message lang po kayo if you also have questions. You can message our Facebook. You could message us and also in my direct account. Okay, so there you go, Sir Mark. The floor
Okay,
is
sige, I'm gonna
yours.
share to you.
Ayan, pati si Abby of Quezon City. Ayan, yan nga po sir, kailangan namin kasi nagsara yung aming milk tea. Ayan.
Okay, can you see it now?
Uh, there you go. Yan. Okay, Sir Mark. We're good.
All
You
right.
can see your screen.
Okay, so our topic for today is business strategies for MSMEs to cope up during the pandemic. So, as we all know naman, it's really crucial to a particular society na strong pa rin ang MSMEs ng isang bansa kasi yan ang pinaka-backbone ng isang economy para to keep it running. Ibig sabihin, parang trend yan na dapat tuloy-tuloy pa rin regardless of what happened during a pandemic or during the crisis. And unfortunately, MSMEs ang mga tinamaan talaga ng crisis na to. That's why it's really important, and for me, for myself, it's an advocate for me to really reach out to a lot of MSMEs, as many as possible, para makatulong kasi syempre they need to survive. We have to survive in order for us to get this economy running para once we get back to at least some sense of normalcy sa mga susunod na taon, meron tayong mga MSMEs na mag-grow or magpo-prosper para at least yung economic activity ng bansa bumalik. So just for a briefer lang naman, my name is Mark Dennis Uyako. So I am a former director of Strive Executive Asia. So it is a consulting firm and strategic advisory intervention based here in the Philippines, and as well as a former executive director of Excellence in Education Institute. So it's a short courses module executive education program for family businesses, multinationals, and school-based institution. So I'm used to be the former council president of Ateneo Graduate School of Business in Manila from 2014-2015. So right now, I'm also an active member in Junior Chamber International Makati as one of the board of directors since 2018. So, and engage with some of the private and public organizations such as Rotary Club of Manila, Philippine Franchise Association, Philippine Retail Association, Entrepreneur Organization Indonesia, Association of Filipino Franchise, DTI, PTTC, Go Negosyo, and Ateneo Graduate School of Chamber of Commerce. So, ano ba ang advocacy ko? So, I always guide or help some of my business clients in strategic consulting in Asia and North America for business turnaround. So, normally, my intervention is to really implement the government's family governance and corporate governance to implement or instill the 4Rs or 1A. So, what we call is the rules, roles, rights, responsibility, and accountability. So, today, normally, yung mga engagements ko is really to promote entrepreneurship from the grassroots. So, most of the time, I've been invited with some of the business schools and organizations here and abroad to get into business strategies, entrepreneurial insight. So, yun, going to the strategies. So, this is the number one strategy that I would like to share it with everyone. So, I always advise my clients and most of the SMEs that I know is to keep your customer informed. So ano ba ibig sabihin ng keep it informed? Kasi 'di ba, nung nangyari yung crisis, 'di ba, syempre by default nag-stop lahat ng economic activity ng mga businesses as well as ng entire nation natin. So during my time, nung nag-lockdown tayo nung last year, March, mid-March, syempre yung customers natin, there's a sense of uncertainty kung anong nangyari sa sa mga service provider namin. So kami, like for instance, on our end, kami yung supplier. So ngayon, ano ngayon yung gagawin ko bilang supplier na nagpo-provide ng serbisyo, ng produkto or ng service? So what I did was, we informed all the customers that we're still here. We're still here and alive and kicking. So just to share with you, example lang, some of the brands that I engage or had an advisory engagement with, in-inform namin sila para at least alam nila na nandito pa kami at buhay. So, para at least in the time ng lockdown na kahit na nag-stop ang mga operations nila or nag-stop yung mga activities nila, even revenue channels na nanggagaling sa kanila, inano ko muna sila, nin-inform ko na nandito pa kami, buhay, at hindi kami nawala sa industriya. And as well as to keep our clients updated or customers para hindi tayo magkaroon para hindi kayo makalimutan ng mga kliyente. So lalo na sa MSMEs, important sa atin ang database. Ang database ngayon ang tutulong sa iyo para to create at least opportunities kung paano magsusurvive yung business nyo during this pandemic times. So, yun. So, we inform a lot of our clients para at least alam nila na nandito kami. So, next, our next is what I call is implement risk management to your business as we embrace this VUCA world. So ano bang VUCA? Volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. And that's what it's happening right now. So that's why you must create a risk management portfolio on your business now. Ngayon, importante na kasi a lot of MSMEs hindi nakapag-prepare ng ganito, ng risk management. Mga potential what if sa business. So dati, ang what if lang natin is mag-stop yung kliyente umorder, mag-stop yung magkaroon ng problema, magka-breakdown yung mga machine. Ngayon, pandemic mismo. Sakit pala ang magpapatigil sa economic activity natin. So that's why important ngayon sa SMEs na mag-isip kayo ng mga risk management nyo kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari sa business nyo pag nagka-problema ulit na kasing tindi ng pandemic. Kaya nga tinatawag na volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. Doon mo i-base yung magiging criterias mo. So, ano bang example this? Allow me to share with you a picture of me during our time pre-pandemic na talagang prospering kami. We have a lot of people, we have a lot of things that needs to do. Busy kami to make sure our business is running. Pero ang problema, during that time, hindi namin in-anticipate na may magpapatigil ng production namin. So what I did was, during the crisis, nag-isip ako. Sabi ko, kailangan mag-pivot. I have to pivot my business from a food business. Kasi nga nag-stop kahit na nasa food industry ako, nasabihin nila essential. Pero the previous revenue or the margins that we're trying to target is no longer there. So what I did was, I pivot myself to create a new company or to create a new one that will really cater non-food or that will align to cope up with the current situation. So pumasok ako sa medical equipments para makatulong ako dun sa present situation. So allow me to share with you this product para at least nakita nyo. From a food guy, bigla ako naging non-food. So yun. So just imagine, ang ginawa ko ay address a problem from an existing solution which is spreading of virus. So ngayon, yung virus na yan, I will be a part of the components of helping people para makatulong or makabawas man lang dun sa pag-spread ng virus. And that way, kaya ko ngayon tuloy at least kumita during the pandemic para mas complement ko yung current ko na industry which is food. And trying to create a new channel doon sa present situation na meron kang opportunity na pwedeng gawin. So remember, volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. Risk management ang importanteng kailangan mong gawin. So ang next na strategy that I can share to you is this one. Create or optimize your website and social media. So tignan nyo, right now, even the media giants are no longer applicable or parang nagiging applicable yung dati nilang marketing strategy na using their reach in media, but now they're entering the social media industry. And sila ngayon ang pinakamalaki kasi nga they have the infrastructure. So imagine mo your business as an SME, MSME, meron ka ngayong fighting chance kasi your customer will probably inside the social media platforms. And yung target market mo ngayon is there. So ngayon, ang crucial na lang dyan is you really to understand how social media works and how to promote your business through that channel. So kung ikaw ngayon ay MSME na let's say traditional, you don't know how to do it kasi kailangan makasabay ka ngayon. Pag hindi ka sumabay ngayon sa pag-adapt to innovate in the social media space and your website will be crucial, hindi ka makakasabay doon sa pag-generate mo ng revenue. So that's why this is really critical for you as a business owner of MSMEs here. Then of course, alam natin na dahil there's a huge decline of movement in the cities as well as in the provinces, ngayon nagiging important ngayon na magkaroon ka ng flexibility to do your work remotely. Lalo na yung mga tao mo. Kasi as an MSME, hindi ka na pwedeng magbukas ng store basta-basta. Dahil the government will mandate you to close because of the pandemic measures. So ngayon, ang business mo kailangan adaptable na to do work remotely. Ngayon, you have to just create the necessary risk management tulad ng tip ko kanina na para to make sure that your documents or your files will be tightly secured using cloud-based technology or as well as for you to keep on monitoring your people while they work remotely. Kasi syempre, yung mga yan, kailangan, binabantayan mo pa rin. Kasi ngayon, mahirap ngayon to monitor people, lalo na mga employees mo. So, but ang maganda naman sa atin, dahil MSME tayo, you can handhold people. You can create meetings, let's say mag-morning meeting kayo, tapos meron kayong afternoon, para at least alam mo kung ano yung nagiging output nila per day. So, remotely now is critical. Kaya nga sabi nila, pagbalik nga daw ng normal, baka ang work remotely, baka 50-50 or even baka mas in-embrace na ng mga most companies right now. So, lastly is explore financial assistance, whether we like it or not. This pandemic caused a lot of economic downturns. So, it's really crucial for us to work hand in hand, not just the private sector, as well as the government. So, pati yung mga banking institution, if you need to take up a calamity loan or parang mga loan para specifically fit for SMEs like the DTI and PTTC, they have this program to help. SB Corp is there. So, i-reach out nyo yung mga financial institutions that are still willing to provide information as well as mga financial assistant loan para yung business mo to keep you afloat. But always remember, yung financial assistant, kailangan meron din kaakibat for you to work yourself na magkaroon ng strategy to bring in revenue para at least mabayaran mo rin sila. So ngayon, katulad ngayon, bakit ko sinasabi na you have to really pivot, going back to this one? Kasi yung mga cost mo before, like yung mga rent cost mo, yung energy consumption mo rin, is really crucial, lalo na ngayon na hindi pa ganoon ka-stable ang income ng mga yung mga MSMEs. Kailangan yung pag-manage nyo ng operating expense nyo, specifically yung pagpatakbo nyo ng energy consumption nyo sa mga offices nyo or sa bahay nyo, kailangan mas efficient kayo to run it. So that's why even some of the energy regulatories or yung mga kailangan mas makapag-work hand in hand tayo. So yun, actually that 5 strategy mismo ako ina-apply ko, kailangan kong i-apply kasi we have to cope up during this pandemic. So it's really critical that you formulate strategies. Hindi lang porket meron kang mga current clientele, okay ka na doon. Kasi remember, VUCA world pa rin tayo. So there's always a volatility, uncertainty doon sa mga ginagawa natin. So with that, if you have any questions or clarifications, you can send me via email or contact me to this number. So thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity.
Ayan, sir, Mark. Ang dami na nga nagte-text. Ito si Rolly, no, of Pasig City. tanong niya, Sir, thank you very much dun sa sabi niyo na to keep customers informed. Sir, nagsara yung business ko noong February. Nagsara yung business ko, sir, noong February. Kailangan ko pa bang inform yung mga customers just to maintain the brand? Ayan.
Wow. Nako. Kung anong klase man yung industry mo,
Oo, hindi niya nabanggit eh.
Unfortunately, yun nga syempre nung February nag-close ka. So most probably hindi mo na kinaya yung brunt ng expenses na ginagawa mo and hindi ka
Yes.
makakope up ng ano. Ah, kung ako ang nasa situation mo, I would definitely tell them na instead na nag-close ka, I will inform them na meron tayong relaunching. Siyempre, gagawa ka ng konting parang PR mitigation para at least hindi naman nila ma-feel na wala ka na, sarado ka na. So,
Yes.
either you tell them that we're currently parang recalibrating our activities and we will be relaunching
Distance,
our
yes.
brand or soon. Or kung gusto mo talaga maging honest, sabihin mo sarado ka na pero meron kaming bagong gagawin na it will give you So at least you can at least your clients hindi mo naman sila ni left hanging. Kasi syempre kung nag-close ka na, wala naman hindi ka na nila ma-reach out. So dapat mas maganda para at least you do ethical business practices. You tell them na hindi ka na makaka-order and you will recommend someone if you think that you no longer want to run the business or yung ganong klaseng product and services, you recommend people or hayaan mo i-inform nila sila. Kasi ano bang ginagawa mo? Para kang may graceful exit pa rin sa business. Pero inform them clearly. So dalawa 'yon. Either you inform them that you're no longer run the
Running the
operation
business.
and wala ka na, or mag-recalibrate ka, sabi mo magre-relaunch ka lang. So at least sila,
Ayan.
nasa hawak mo pa rin yung nila, yung business nila.
Oo,
Yung connections.
no? Ayan, Sir Rolly. Hopefully, naliwanagan, no? Hindi nabanggit ni Sir Rolly kung anong negosyo niya kasi, no? And napakaganda yung sabi mo na we need to inform them even when you exit para magkaroon tayo ng graceful exit. Ayan. So, I hope sa mga iba rin na nakikinig dito sa mga nagsara, I hope ang ganda na no, magkaroon tayo ng relaunching. No? Especially right now that the economic is already recovering and government protocols are starting, no? Inuumpisahan nila na to lessen down the restrictions. Ang problema nga lang, biglang lockdown, tapos open, and then lockdown na naman. So yan yung isang challenge din para sa atin ng mga MSME, mga entrepreneurs, no? So, ano ba yung ganda ng 5 marketing strategies na pwede nating gawin? No, keep customers informed, risk management, create or optimize your website and social media, work remotely, gumamit tayo ng mga cloud-based technology, and lastly, explore financial assistance. Ngayon, eto meron na naman nagtanong, naku, mukhang ang daming mga nagtatanong, no? Eto, ang question naman ni Bong, no? Sabi ni Bong is, Sir, paano ba yung optimization ng social media? Ayan, okay. So, yes, ang optimization of social media is to actually maximize all the features ng ating social media, no? But yes, Mark, paano nila i-optimize bilang isang maliit na negosyante, bilang isang MSME lamang? Kasi baka iniisip kasi nila na kapag pinag-usapan natin dito is website o kaya social media, akala nila sobrang laki ang gastos pagdating dito. Ayan, sige nga, liwanagan natin. Yes, Mark. How
Ayun.
can our...
Yeah. So,
Yes.
yung
Sige,
pag-optimize
go,
natin
Bash.
ng mga social media natin is really crucial, lalo na ngayon sa stage na to. So, for example, you create your own Facebook page. Then you will also create your Instagram page and even Twitter page and even TikTok, because you want to make a noise to your products or services. So I had one client that what they did is they really created something that will create a virality of their product. So that's why it's really important for them that there's a consistency in terms of selling or promoting the products and brand to their social media platforms. Then you will optimize by targeting. Let's say you will do a lot of boostings and magbo-boost ka dun sa paid sa mga posting na gagawin mo. You need to make sure that you're targeting the right market. So again, the principle of marketing strategies will be there. Lumipat lang sa social media. But again, you have to be more creative in creating contents. So there will be possibilities. You will get consultants like actually si Sir Nick nga is a good business consultant, marketing strategies that will really help a lot of people, that will create noise or create virality to your product. I have one client before that they created a TikTok dance specifically just to do that social media promotion on that particular platform, which is TikTok. So it's really more on the
Yeah.
creative part. Kaya kailangan doon ka maglaro doon sa stage na yon.
No, dun sa creative part na yun, kailangan ang dami mga ating mga MSMEs, marami po ang pwede nating gawin in order for us to optimize yung ating mga website at social media. Pero ang tanong, meron na nga ba kayong website? No? Kailan kayo magde-decide kung kailan kayo magkakaroon ng website? Meron na ba kayong social media or Facebook lang ang ginagamit? No? Ayan, nagtanong naman ito si Marites, Sir, ano po bang pinakamagandang gamitin na social media? Ayan. No? So Marites, so hindi rin nabanggit kung ano yung business niya. Marites, kung ano man yung negosyo mo, hindi namin masasagot ni Mark kung ano ang pinakamaganda na social media because it still depends on your target market. Malay mo, isasuggest namin Facebook, yun pala yung mga target market mo,
Agree.
nandun pala sa
Yeah.
Pinterest o kaya Instagram. You know? So,
And
di
to
ba,
add,
Sir Mark, kailangan kung
yeah.
ano
And to add to
talaga.
that,
Yes,
with
please.
Sir Nick's suggestion and tips, ano siya eh, ako ang pinaka-suggestion ko, lahat lagyan mo. Then you will conduct trial and error kung sino dyan yung pinaka-mas malakas
Oo,
ang reach.
experiment.
Yes, oo. Kasi nandun ka
Oo,
naman sa
so
stage na
yun.
ano eh, you have the power to select, to choose kung ano yung platform na pwede mong gamitin. With a
Oo.
minimal expense, you can already reach your target market based dun sa kung ano man yung product or services that you're currently catering. Now, it will be hard for you if you won't join or if you will not create your social media for your business, lalo ka lang mawawalan ng ano. Kasi it's ano lang naman eh. Let's say if you create an account, you will create just, let's say a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Then you can manage it on your own lang using your phone or one laptop or
Yes,
computer.
yes, tama.
So all of it
So,
will clearly
lagyan na niya lahat, no?
lagyan mo lahat
Pagkatapos
para wala
yan,
kang ano.
oo, malamintis. Tapos, mag-evaluate na lang siya
Yes.
based on the
Kasi makikita mo
statistics.
yan sa ano
And,
sa social media
no,
report ng mga accounts mo na saan ba
yes,
diyan yung mas
yes.
nagkakaroon ng marami kang likes, marami kang
Visits,
engagement,
yes.
marami kang
Engagements, yes, yes,
parang
tama.
inquiries. Yan. So yan yung mga ano. So of
Yan.
course, you have to be ready rin na to answer calls and inquiries. Kailangan meron
Yes, of
kang
course.
tagasagot din. Pwedeng ikaw, pwede ding admin mo kung meron kang tao.
Oo. Ayan. So, ayun no, mga viewers natin, you have been given 5 marketing strategies that you can actually apply. Now, papasukin naman natin ang kaibigan natin, si John Jack is an entrepreneur, an investor, a green energy, real estate, and cryptocurrency. Uh, he is also into cellular health and wireless communication technology and a father of 3. He is from Infusion Energy Incorporation and he will share his insights naman. From business, lipat naman tayo. Ano ba yung mga opportunities dito sa energy naman ang pag-uusapan natin. Ayan. So, John? And is John already there? Ayan. Wala pa yata si John. So, while waiting for John, no? So, Dennis, eto rin, si Infusion Energy is also one of the clients that you have, tama? No?
Yeah,
And
he's one of my clients. He's a Canadian, and his firm is based in Canada. So that's why I was able to tap with him to share with him this wonderful technology that is currently being initiated in most of the first world
uh-huh.
countries. So this is a wonderful opportunity, first time here in the Philippines, and all the viewers here that will be able to listen or see what this type of energy is. So,
Okay.
Oo.
Okay.
yeah.
And
Are you guys able to hear me?
Hi, John.
Hello,
we
hello.
can
I
hear you. Hello,
I
John. We
have
can hear you, but we
I
can't
have
see you.
I'm kind of weird. I have my mobile phone that's working with my camera and my computer that's got my presentation on it. So I'm kind of I'm a weird Canadian right now. I don't know if you guys can see everything that I'm doing here, but anyway, I want to thank you, Nick and Dennis, for that fantastic introduction. It's so wonderful to be invited to come on to your live stream and share information about what we're doing here in Canada. And uh, this is not the first time that I've been connected to the Philippines. I actually lived for many months in Cebu, in Lapu-Lapu City, and
Wow, that's great.
love the yeah, I love the people in the Philippines, and I've driven in the jeepneys and traveled on the island of Leyte and been in Manila and a couple other great places. Went to McAllister's Landing and
Uh-huh.
yeah, so lots of experience, great experiences in the Philippines. Um, Now, can you guys see my presentation screen, or can you just hear me speak?
We can only hear you speak, unfortunately, John. No. By the way, John, we are not only being viewed here in the Philippines, we are also being viewed in different parts of Asia as well as at the Middle East. No, we are live via Global Pinas TV 168, YouTube Bounce Back Network, and the different Facebook pages and affiliate channels worldwide. So, John, can you share to us again on what are the things that you are doing there in Canada, on specifically there on the energy sector?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, I can. Now, the one I see on my screen. Do you guys see my face at all? Am I waving?
No,
It says
unfortunately,
I am
I
backstage.
think we have a technical error on that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just sort of spinning on my screen, but well, I'll just do my best with my voice broadcasting. So, many places in the world
Okay.
have gotten focused. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
loud and clear.
a lot energy has been on the minds of people around the world for decades, and so finding ways of creating energy, less expensive energy, more abundant energy, access to energy, and energy that's green energy that's not going to harm our planet has been the focus, uh, all around the world, and so what we're doing here in Canada is that we have a process patent technology that combines carbon dioxide waste that can come from many different sources, perhaps uh, like the creation of cement in cement factories, or pulp and paper mills, the creation of paper, or lumber, or in electricity generation factories that are using natural gas, methane natural gas, and we can take the waste carbon dioxide that's coming off of that and combine it with methane natural gas to produce the cleanest, most environmentally friendly gasoline that's available on planet Earth. And that sounds like a pretty incredible claim, but it even gets
Wow,
better
that's
than
great.
that.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah. the product that we have not only is the cleanest, it also captures carbon dioxide and reuses it, so that we're putting less carbon dioxide up to 25% or more capture and reuse of carbon dioxide. And so as a company, our philosophy is every carbon dioxide atom that we reuse is one that we don't have to take out of the ground, out of fossil fuel usage. And so that's really exciting. So the product output that we have is a 94 octane gasoline that has absolutely zero sulfur. It has no additives like aromatics or benzenes or the things that cause smog or health issues. When I know the traffic in the Philippines, as an example, if you're in Manila, sometimes it's like a moving parking lot. And there, yeah, you guys know, I've been there. I've been to Quezon City from the Greenway, and I know how long that trip takes, and the amount of exhaust that gets put up into the air. Well, our gasoline is actually a 94 octane gasoline that will actually be good on your engine and not produce different toxic elements into the atmosphere. So that's like an excellent pat on the back for what our product does. But more than that is that our product combines the feedstock of carbon dioxide waste and natural gas. Now, so if you think of different places around the world, like for instance, in the Philippines, where there's new natural gas deposits being found, this is a tremendous opportunity, because there's so many cars on the road in the Philippines, and most of the gasoline that's being consumed in the cars and automobiles in the Philippines, and of course around the world, is coming refined on transports into the country. So we're able to make a very small processing plant that combines these two feedstock particles, the carbon dioxide and the methane natural gas, and make this gasoline right on the location.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so potentially
Yeah,
any
that's actually
location.
very great.
Yeah. Like for instance, let's say there is a place that had some natural gas, and the natural gas is being
Uh-huh.
burned to create electricity, okay,
Yes.
to power homes and businesses in, let's just pretend we're talking about Palawan or Mindanao or Cebu, and the natural gas there is plentiful and the electricity is being created. Well, we can actually capture the waste carbon dioxide from the creation of that electricity, combine it with the natural gas, and produce gasoline right there on that spot. And one plant typically produces about 180 million liters of gasoline in a given year. So one of our plants,
Wow.
for instance, yeah, and the amount of carbon dioxide that's captured is 100,000 tons for a typical plant. I say typical because we can scale our plants up to be bigger or even a little bit smaller, but we actually are able to, with this proven technology, do this thing that really reuses energy, reuses carbon dioxide, and reuses the feedstock of the waste CO2 that's being emitted into the atmosphere and arguably causing greenhouse gas emissions. So it's absolutely fantastic innovation, and here in Canada, we're very proud of it because in Canada, the government has, in order to create an environment to reduce carbon dioxide, has put extreme taxation on carbon dioxide. So because of the extreme taxation, the Canadian innovators in the oil and gas industry in fusion has come up with this way of using this waste carbon dioxide with the natural gas to liquid technology. So gas, like not like a gaseous methane that's in the pipelines that you pull out of the ground, and turning that into gasoline, the liquid that is like gold for everybody, for travel, for transportation, and it's so clean, 94 octane. Now the business model that we have is based on an 87 octane here in Canada. In other words, we are not even, with our business model for our first project, we're not even charging an upcharge for environmental, for increased octane, and one of our plants will produce $80 million a year in profit. So we are
Wow,
seeking,
that's perfect.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Here,
got,
John, in the Philippines, no?
yeah.
Here in the Philippines, John, we have what we call the GOP, or the Green Energy Option Program. Under the Green Energy Option Program, it is a mechanism where end users could actually choose their source of energy, their renewable energy resources as the source of their energy. So this is already a law. This is already being advocated by the Department of Energy. But your technology is actually far better than the policy that is created, because with that technology, you can solve a lot of problems here in the Philippines. Number one, here in the Philippines, we are the second electricity rates when it comes to Asia. No, we are second to Japan, most expensive rates here in Asia. No, so with your technology coming in, I think you can provide solutions to this problem here in the Philippines. No, and
Well,
aside from
absolutely.
that,
If it,
imagine you said you
mhm.
yes,
So what's
and
the, yeah,
John, you
I
mentioned
totally
also a
agree.
while back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you mentioned a while back about the carbon dioxide that it will capture. Imagine you are also solving the climate reality problem of the Philippines. Yeah.
Yeah, so the climate reality problem, also the toxicity of the air problem, and also
Yes, the toxicity of the
extending.
air.
Yeah, yeah, because the, if you think about the traditional method of acquiring gasoline, it's a refinery process. Usually, the refineries are multi-billion-dollar refineries. You know, three, four,
Yes,
five.
yes.
A lot of the technology was developed by the Germans in World War II. It's called Fischer-Tropsch, and that technology, uh, it's very big on scale. Our technology is very small on scale. We can deploy very locally to a small electricity generation plant or a pulp and paper mill plant, and we can give access to reusing that carbon dioxide. If everybody just breathe out, what we expel, carbon dioxide, is actually what the plants inhale to build the
Uh-huh.
cellular structure of plants. And so that carbon dioxide that we are breathing out,
Yes.
when we burn it at a massive scale in an electricity generation plant, we can capture that carbon dioxide and reuse it and put it into the gasoline. So now our gasoline is about 25% reused carbon dioxide, about 75% really super clean natural gas, and the byproduct is a combination of those two. It's so clean compared to uh, the gasoline that's refined from a barrel of oil that has thousands of different hydrocarbons that have to be pulled out of the barrel of oil. So it's a very
Yeah,
it's a fascinating process, and that we have generated
exactly.
that process here in Canada.
Canada. Yeah, exactly. Imagine with your technology. I hope that you could venture here in the Philippines, because, as you've mentioned, true enough, here in the Philippines, we have a lot of natural gas deposits. We have in Mindanao, also some here in Batangas, no, in Visayas as well. Your technology would actually provide solutions not only to two problems, like I've mentioned, not only the price of the electricity, not only on the climate change problem, but imagine you are converting it into fuel, which is like you've mentioned a while ago. It's like gold to everybody. Yeah?
Yeah,
And yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
and I hope
So
that we could see
we're very
more of your
excited, and
technology here.
we're in a position here in Canada to produce this technology. Literally, we're at the beginning phase of it. We have already got um, financing on the $200 million project from a New York firm is doing 100% debt financing on the project. But the company is gathering funds for providing all of the necessary development engineering specifications to the insurance companies for that financing. Um, the technology has almost no risk because we're partnered with four major petrochemical companies around the world. If you've ever heard of the company Shell Royal Dutch, that's one of our partners. They do the carbon capture component of our process. We have 4 steps to our process. The final step of our process is the conversion of methanol into gasoline, and that's done by ExxonMobil, which of course is a major global company. So all of our processes have been proven and are built under guarantee by major petrochemical companies. We're just in the right place at the right time. We have the process patent that gives us this special ability to market, be the first to market with a carbon dioxide plus natural gas solution for gasoline. And so we're quite excited about it. We are looking for strategic partners and investors. We have another $2 million to raise for the first development project. And I was fortunate enough to meet with Dennis, who you guys have heard from. A great fellow. Dennis was helping me with some corporate documents that were necessary. And we kind of met through a very serendipitous. I mean, I would like to say almost like a divine level connection, which is fantastic because we've had conversations over the last couple of months about some different consulting components, and Dennis and his consulting group has provided tremendous information for us. We're always looking for the best of the best, and I've always found, ever since I came to the Philippines back in 2010, I've always found, from a Canadian perspective, a tremendous untapped resource in connecting with brothers and sisters there in the Philippines. So I started talking with Dennis, and he suggested I come and talk with you, Nick, and be on your show to share some of the information and see if there isn't some government officials
Yes.
or other entrepreneurs that are interested in learning more about this technology and potentially getting access through investorship in the parent company before we actually start launching projects into Canada and
Yes.
other places around the world.
Uh-huh. Now that you've mentioned, John, my apologies as time flies. It's already 11 o'clock. My goodness. Anyway, as you have mentioned, if there are, we are being watched not only here in the Philippines, but also in Singapore, in Hong Kong, as well as in Taiwan. Now, maybe there are some interested investors. Where can they contact you? Do you have an email address or a
I
WhatsApp
do
ID
have,
where they could contact you?
yeah, absolutely. But I would actually prefer, because through this channel is all connected through Dennis, and this is Dennis's
Okay.
introduction. I would prefer if everybody, Dennis, maybe you can put your information up on the screen so that anybody that's interested through this program will be connected through Dennis. And Dennis and I have talked about how he can connect whoever's interested to me directly. We can have a Zoom call and provide the information.
All right. So, ayan mga viewers natin, to all our viewers out there, no? You already have seen the contact details of Dennis Uyako, our strategy consultant, but let us get it from him once again. What's your email address, Dennis? It's dennisuyako@gmail.com.
Yeah, you can send it there again, and I brought up my share again screen so you can so that everyone can see it again. But you can
I'll see.
reach
All
me
right.
out at dennisuyako@gmail.com for those who are interested on this new type of technology in the energy and fuel industry. So hopefully for those investors out there right now, both in
Right.
here in the Philippines and outside, you just let me know so that we can discuss this further
All
and
right.
talk.
Excellent.
Very
Nick,
cool.
thank you so
Oh,
much for your time and
yes. Thank you.
this wonderful program. I hope to meet you face to face. I'm sorry my camera's not technical difficulties, but maybe Dennis, you can do an introduction to us a little bit later on.
All right.
So very good. Thank you, everybody. Salamat and have a great night.
All right, thank you very much, John. Salamat, salamat. All right, no, unfortunately wala na po tayong mga oras, no. Marami pa pong mga questions dito. No, Dennis, ang daming mga nagtatanong pa dito but unfortunately we don't have enough time. Maybe you could reach out directly to our strategic consultant Dennis Uyako. You could find him also in Facebook. Search nyo lang po, Mark Dennis Uyako. Makikita nyo no po ang pogi-pogi nating strategic consultant. At ang kanyang email address, dennisuyako@gmail.com. Dennis, any last words para sa ating mga viewers before we go?
Well, yeah, actually, again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Sir Nick and as well as all the organizing and the director behind this event, the marketing sensei. So with Jerry Yao as our main proponents of this webinar. So thank you so much for this opportunity as well. So like I said earlier, we really have to work together, MSMEs here all over the country, because kung hindi tayo magtutulungan, kung magkakanya-kanya pa rin tayo like we did before and we're trying to compete one another, it's really ineffective right now because the collective effort of everyone in the business community is really crucial right now dahil hindi tayo magso-survive yung mga businesses natin if we will not work together. With the strategies that I shared earlier, I hope you were able to grasp it and use this opportunity to reflect and think about it over the weekend para at least pagdating ng Lunes or although holiday, pero at least you can write at least a 1-pager or 2-pager business plan na pwede nyong i-recalibrate yung mga ginagawa nyo ngayon. And yung mga strategies na bigay ko, it's effective so far dun sa mga nakikita kong ano. And yung kanina, with Sir John, Mr. John's introduction of that technology. So as you can see, even Canada and North America is really trying to cope up with the current situation, not just for their climate change protocol na they're trying to reach. Kasi nung na-mention niya sa akin yun, kailangan kasi syempre the government in Canada is trying to comply with the Paris climate change protocol noong 2015. So imagine the MSME there is changing. Nagkakaroon sila ng pivoting din sa ginagawa nila. So hindi tayo nag-iisa.
Na siya, no?
Oo, nagta-transform din sila, nag-i-innovate din sila, especially because they're one of the main drivers of these changes.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so yun,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. So again, good morning sa lahat po ng mga viewers natin. This is the Ask the Marketing Sensei by Jerry Yao. I am Nick Sator Jr. again. I am just filling up for the Marketing Sensei just for today. By next week, tune in again. The Marketing Sensei Jerry Yao will be here. Again, we are live at Global Pinas TV 168, a YouTube channel, Bounce Back Network, our Facebook pages and affiliate channels worldwide. Sa lahat ng mga kababayan ulit natin dyan, magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang gabi sa buong mundo. Ayan po. Thank you. See you by next episode. Bye.